What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Listen, I know y'all like, oh my God, Ashley, what's going on? Girl, I was doing some notes. First day at work, Monday. Girl, Monday was Monday, and I ain't never seen a messy Monday like this in a long time. Okay? Girl, I was like, should I just wait or should I just come on? Because I got a whole video full of stuff to talk about already. Alright, so y'all probably gonna get this on Tuesday. But anyway, let's just get into it, okay? I hope your week is starting off good. For some, it's not. Alright, but for others, it probably is. You know, girl, this has been a funny day. This has been so funny so far. But anyway, let's just get into it. First of all, this literally just happened. In the midst of all the chaos that was happening on Messy Monday, we got word that James Earl Jones, he passed away. He was 93 years old. And for those that don't know James Earl Jones, I don't care how old you are. I don't understand how come you don't. His name should ring a bell. Darth Vader for the old folks, and I'm talking about the old folks that look at what is it, Star Wars or whatever. Never saw that shit. I'm sorry, I just never. I'm not a sci-fi girl like that. Star Wars, Star Trek. What is it? Trek or Trek? Girl, I don't even know what it's called. All of that stuff, the Lord of the Rings and all of that other crap. Girl, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. The daddy off for coming to America. Mufasa, okay? Man, the king is dead. You know what? What I really can't stand, and he's an EGOT winner, I really cannot stand that in this day and age with some of our fallen legends and icons. You know, some of them have a story past, okay? And I know that there were tweets and things that was going up about his past because, you know, it did come out that he was very disrespectful to black women. Like, he just really didn't give a fuck about black women. So there's that. But at the end of the day, you know, he made one of my favorite movies. Well, actually two. Coming to America and The Lion King. But, you know, he was 93 years old. So I don't know if they put out a cause of death. 9 out of 10, it probably was just old age and natural, you know, causes or whatever. But you know, may he rest in peace. He put a lot into the industry. I remember when I heard him on he did do Coming to America 2. Did Coming to America 2 come out after The Lion King? I believe it did. Because when he reprised his roles at Mufasa on The Lion King remake with Beyonce and them, honestly, I really hope that girl, is he gonna be, let me look this up. Mufasa. Is he gonna be playing Mufasa in the Mufasa movie? No. Mufasa movie. Who is gonna be playing? Oh no, he ain't gonna be playing. Aaron Pierre. That's the one, the little light skin with the green eyes that everybody these days is fawning over. I honestly don't see it, but you know, there's that. But yes, you know, he played Mufasa in the other movie that's gonna be the original Lion King remake. But you know, yeah. May he rest in peace. I'm so sorry to hear that. Moving on from that, we got update about the what is it, Appalache High School situation. Yeah, that boy. Let me just say this. I don't know who has to put the fault. The fault really has to go on to at this point. Besides the boy, besides his father, and I do believe part of the school has to blame as well. Only because the father literally brought him the weapon that was used in that shoot, right? Brought him for Christmas. Mind you, he knew about complaints. He knew that it was some stuff going on with his son regarding, you know, the whole trying to do what he did, okay? And instead of going to get him some help, instead of, you know, probably let's homeschool him, you know, whatever you have to do to combat the situation or to confront the situation, no, you go buy him a weapon. You go buy him a weapon he in turn used to take 4 lives and injure 9 others, and to scare a whole bunch of other children and adults. I was on TikTok, okay, after all of this happened, literally like the day after all of this happened. I literally just got on TikTok, and on my For You page, it was nothing but videos from students who were actually there, and they were telling their stories. And there was one boy who was on there talking about the fact that he not only was worried about himself, but he was worried about his mama, because his mama was a math teacher in the department where the shooting was taking place. I said, oh my goodness, she survived, but he was scared as ever. And just to see these kids getting on these videos and talking about their experience, and you could just see they are traumatized. They are traumatized, and they will be traumatized for the rest of their life. They need to go get some help. They need to, I hope they are getting offered and taking up the offer of, therapy. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have, PTSD and all of that. Just to see them crying and all that just really hurt. And this is different because we've had other school shootings, but we never really seen like the students from their own perspective get up on social media and put videos up about what happened. Well, for me, this is the first time that I can recall me seeing stuff like this. And it was just like my whole For You page was just full of it. And I was just sitting up here crying because I was just like, oh my God, that would hurt me. And for the parents, ugh. And then the mom, she knew something was going to happen. She called up there to the school to try to warn them that morning. Why y'all ain't pull that motherfucker out of class? Y'all ain't pull him out of class or say, no, you can't come in today, like, or you didn't expel him or something like that, or call the cops. I have no idea. Like, a lot of stuff is not making sense, and this reminds me because they are charging him and they are charging his father. His father, the son is facing 4 counts of felony murder in the deaths, right? He also is, the father is also being hit with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree murders, and 8 counts of cruelty to children in the second degree. This is very reminiscent, and I was thinking about this the whole time because I was like, they was acting as if this was the first time that a parent was being charged or being held responsible for the actions of the child because they helped contributed to it. You did help contribute to what happened because you brought him the weapon, okay? And you already knew, and you were made aware that there were some issues going on, and you chose not to do anything. Instead, you rewarded him with a weapon. That's what you did. And so, therefore, this is very reminiscent of what happened in that Michigan school shooting. And if you don't remember what happened with that, basically, the boy came there and shot up the school, and the parents knew what was going on. That not necessarily knew. No, they knew that he was. They knew, and they did absolutely nothing to take care of it. They did absolutely nothing, and they got them all on videotape. It's a program about it, on a documentary about it on Hulu. Okay, just probably type in. Let me see, because I want y'all to know. Michigan. How you spell it? That's how you spell it. Michigan school shooting. Yup. Sins of the Parents, the Crumbly Trials. There it is. That was on Hulu, and it was actually really good. And in that case, they definitely deserve what they got. They in jail. All three of them. But yeah, I just really wanted to let you guys know the update on that. Also, unfortunately, we have to talk about the fact that Rich Homie Quan passed away this, I believe this weekend, or either way, he passed away a few days ago, and it was a drug overdose. He was 34 years old. Man, I ain't heard Rich Homie Quan in a long time. But baby, Rich Homie Quan literally was like college years, after college years a little bit. Baby, damn. And I used to sit here and wonder, like, all these other people, I said, well, there go Young Thug on trial or whatever. Where is Rich Homie Quan? And then we get word that he passed away. My co-worker told me that. What day was that? Was it Wednesday or was it Thursday? Either way, I think it was Wednesday. He was like, Rich Homie Quan passed away. I was like, wait a minute, what? I mean, caught me so off guard. I said, wait a minute, you haven't heard from him in this minute, and then when you do hear from him, you know, talking about what people really talking about him, it's the fact that he passed away. Like, at this point, I'm tired. I'm tired. I can't take it no more. We had Beat King, we got Fat Man Scoop, and now we got Rich Homie Quan. We don't need nothing else, okay? Give us a break. Well, now we got James Earl Jones, and I mean, at least that one was, you know, natural because he lived a full life. You know, he was 93 years old. Everybody else, they still had years on them. I mean, they still had decades on them, okay? And with Rich Homie Quan, it's very sad because I believe he did have a history of addiction and he was trying to get clean. But then again, you know, they said at one time he had, I think before he passed, he was talking in a video about telling the kids don't do drugs and stuff like that. And yet, you know, he couldn't follow his own thing because addiction is real. Addiction is real, and addiction is very hard to break, okay? And honestly, at certain points, you know, depending on the situation, you really sometimes just can't be upset at the person for, you know, going in the way of addiction because you absolutely do not know what they have going on in themselves, what they have going on in their lives that is making them use this to cope and to get away from things. Because that's literally what drugs is. It's an escape. Drugs, alcohol, all of that, it's an escape. When you get it to the point where you're addicted to it, I feel like it was used as an escape, and that's when it becomes a disease. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just like with a lot of diseases, it's hard to get away from. It's hard to, you know, combat them, you know, to make you become dormant. Because when you are an addict of any kind, the reason why and I just looked at it this way. They say you continuously be an addict even if you sober and you've been sober for years, months, days, whatever, you're still going to be an addict because it's just lying dormant in you. It's just lying dormant in you, just like a virus or whatever, you know, and it's just, you don't know if it's going to pop up, back up or not. You just got to keep it under control. That's how I look at it. And I feel so bad. I feel bad for the girlfriend. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for his kids. And I definitely feel bad for the girlfriend because of everything else that has been transpiring afterwards. And I feel like it's kind of messed up. No, I feel like it's really messed up. But it's also something that we have seen multiple times. And I just don't understand, why do people want to do things like this? It's given very much that you really want some attention and you figure this is your time to get that attention, to get that clout or whatever. And you know, clout is very much overused, that word. But in this situation, I just feel like that's what it is, okay? You want attention, you want clout, and you want to hurt that girlfriend. You want to hurt the girlfriend because you weren't the main. You weren't the main. I really cannot stand when somebody passes away and then all the side pieces come out. You were, even if you were out in public to a certain extent, like you out there with this person, you doing this and you allowing yourself to be filmed and he allowing himself to be filmed on your stuff, you still the side piece. You still not the main one, okay? He went home to her, okay? That's just what it was. You got that on top of the fact that they released the 911 call of her calling, you know, saying basically she saw him go to sleep. When she came in or whatever, he would sleep on the couch the night before. He never came up to the bedroom. You know, she woke up, she was getting her kid ready to go to school, I believe, dropped the kid off. And, you know, so when she comes downstairs, he's still laying on the couch. She put a cover on him just, you know, because it could be a little bit cold. And by the time she come back home, he's still in the same position. She realized, you know, this don't feel right. Let me see if he's okay. And he wasn't breathing. His heart wasn't beating or anything. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I did listen to part of that 911 tape, the call. I have to give it to the girlfriend because she was way calmer than I would have been. Or I could have been, because I would have been crying so bad. I would have been crying so bad. Oh my God, oh my God. And I'm not trying to be funny, but that's just really what I would have been doing, you know. And she kept it calm, she kept it cool, she kept it collected for the most part. And what really got me was that 911. Bro, I can't be a 911 operator because, first of all, Man, what are you doing? Oh my God, hurry up, get somebody. Girl, hurry up. Put him on the floor and do CPR, okay? Pump his chest, blow in his mouth. Come on. You'd be all that urgency up in my voice, baby. You would think that I know the person. And I know it's part of their job to, not really show emotions and stuff like that, because I guess you want to try to be a neutral type of tone or whatever to calm the other person down. Baby, that'll piss me off. And I'm listening to the 911 operator. She repeating stuff, and the girl just told you stuff. I just said, you know what? Baby, his girlfriend better than me. Because I would have cussed her ass out. Bitch, do you not understand? And that probably would have made the situation worse. But at the same time, I'm in full emotion, and I just don't know what to do. Okay? And then asking, do you got a defibrillator there? I mean, granted, people should have one in their home, I guess, in these day and age. I mean, with everybody just passing these days, I feel like it is a good thing, but no one has that up in their home unless they already have, like, heart problems or something like that. Do we even have one at work? I don't even think we have one at work, and if we do, it's put away. I know we got Narcan, baby. They be coming in and taking that Narcan, especially when the festivals be coming to town. Girl, our Narcans be gone. They be asking for fentanyl strips and everything. I be like, oh my God, y'all really finna go out there and start partying, okay? But at least you're trying to take precaution. But yeah, that really pissed me off. I was like, ma'am, I know you trying to do your job. Then part of your job is, not being so. You're trying to talk in a neutral tone, but that would have pissed me off. I'm so sorry. I wanted the lady fired. But jobs are hard to come by. Shout out to Mama Scorpion. May she rest in peace. But you got that. And it was like, not even, we couldn't even sit for a whole hour with the fact that Rich Homie Quan passed away. And then here comes Erica Banks putting up her posts and videos and pictures and all this stuff about how they was together. She was his little doopy-doppy-doppy-dop. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, what? You had me, even though I did tweet and say one thing Barbie is gonna do, she gonna insert herself in somebody's shit and ain't nobody ask her to. We ain't ask her your opinion or nothing. But at the same time, she wasn't wrong. You don't need to be posting this shit at this time, okay? Like, I get it. You was a side piece, okay? Like, why wait till he passed to want to put it out there that y'all was together and you didn't do it when he was here? Like, obviously, keep that on the low, okay? Yeah, people around y'all probably knew. People within a circle probably knew, but why put that out there to the public so that people can look at you funny and look like you're being very disrespectful? Because that's literally what it was. And then she pulled it down. And at that point, I'm like, it was on the blog, so you might as well just kept it up, okay? You might as well have just kept it up. Meanwhile, here come like 3 other women doing the same damn thing. And I just said, you know what? At this point, it's to be expected. It's to be expected that either niggas gonna have side pieces or these side pieces just gonna be disrespectful when something happen. And that's just what it is. I feel for the girlfriend. I just feel for everybody in that situation, minus the side piece. Yeah, y'all can mourn or whatever, but y'all ain't have to put that shit out there. That's disrespectful. Y'all could have waited at least a couple of days to put it out there. Get that day to the girlfriend and his family, not you. Okay, girl, y'all just wanted to be known. Anyway, may he rest in peace. Moving on from that, Tiffany Haddish, girl, I'm so tired of her. I am so tired of her. And it pisses me off because at one point in time, I actually did like Tiffany Haddish. And as I sit back and I look and I be like, was I liking her because everybody else at the time was liking her? Or did I really find her funny in some cases? And I think it is because I actually found her funny in some cases, right? Yeah, I liked her in Girl Trip, and she was just playing herself, and it kind of was a bit much, but at the same time, it was a little funny. It was this other movie that she did with Salma Hayek. I actually like that too. I like that as well. And she really wasn't so extra in that. She was very toned down. That's probably why I liked it. And it was still funny too. And I was just like, oh, okay. But everything else, she has been playing the same character, right? Loud, ghetto-fied, ratchet, and all this stuff. And at this point in her career, we are talking more negatively about Tiffany Haddish than we are positively. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like she's regressing instead of progressing. Yeah, somehow you are fitting in with a certain group of people, and mainly I would say Caucasian to a certain extent, because I feel like a lot of the black people within Hollywood or wherever you station in entertainment probably really don't mess with her like that, you know, because of her antics. And you got that going on, but then you also have, I feel like she don't realize at her older age that she is being used as a caricature of what white people probably perceive black stereotypes of black women, of black people in general. Loud, ghetto, all that stuff. I want you to shuck and jive for us. I want you to make us laugh. Okay, I want you to act irate and all that stuff, and stupid, and, you know, play dumb or whatever, and all of this. I just want you to do that. Dance for me. That's what you want, and that's what you do. Okay, and I just really don't think that at this point, either she don't realize that people are not laughing with her, they are laughing at her, and not in a, oh, I'm laughing at you because the joke that you put out was really funny. No, I'm laughing at you because you are the joke. That's just what it is. Either she don't realize that, or she do realize it and she don't care, because again, people are talking about her, people are acknowledging her, people are knowing of her. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird how this Hollywood thing and this fame thing goes. You know what I'm saying? And the things that people would do just to stay in it. That's why I have never, ever, ever in my life had any desires to be famous. Okay? Because one, I see how society is. I see how society is. I see how a lot of people are. You know, you get on social media, if you don't look a certain way, you ain't a certain size, you ain't a certain this, you ain't a certain that, baby, they'll rip you to shreds. Even if you got the talent, they will rip you to shreds. Okay, look at Lizzo, big ass, all of that, loving her body and all that stuff, and baby dog, bypass the talent that she has. Okay, bypass the influence that she has. But let's just talk about the fact that she's a fat bitch. Okay, that's just what it is. And now it's, oh, she finally losing some weight and she looking good. She looking good. What? And see, that's I could do a whole video about how people look at people different. They'll treat you one way when you're one size, and they'll treat you a different way once you start losing it and get fitting into the mold of what they want you or perceive people to be. Okay, like the fat phobia is real, and I ain't got time for it, girl. I get enough. And put that on a wider scale, absolutely not. No pun intended, absolutely not. I don't want to be the butt of nobody joke like that on purpose. Hell no. Okay, I don't want to put myself through no torture like that, so I've never had no desire to do that. But Tiffany Haddish, on the other hand, it's just like she don't care. And I get it. When you come from nothing and you've been through the struggle and you've been through so much trauma in your life, you just want to make you feel like you have succeeded and you have made it and you're comfortable, whatever. But at what cost? At what cost? Okay, New York Fashion Week, right? She at this fashion show, sitting next to Kathy Hilton, Nikki Hilton, Paris Hilton, Kathy Hilton. Okay, and let me tell you something. I do like me a little bit of Kathy Hilton. Why I want to keep putting Hilton. Okay, I like a little bit of her, but at the same time, I'm not blind to the fact that Kathy got a little bit of ways about her that's a little bit problematic. Okay, I was there watching the season when Lisa Rinna and them was trying to say that lady was using some words that she shouldn't have been using. I was like, and I absolutely believe it. Okay, you know, just because you was friends with a Michael Jackson and a Jackson family or whatever it is, that don't mean you exempt from doing certain other things. Okay, but at the same time, you got them sitting there together, and Kathy is like, get up there and walk. I bet you. Go ahead and get up there and walk. No, seriously, go do it. And here go Tiffany, for real. Yeah, go do it. And she gonna get up and start walking in the fashion show. And you know what? Some people may look at that and think, oh, that's just harmless because they was in on it. Maybe she was in on it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the people was clapping and they was laughing. Baby, they weren't laughing at with her. They was laughing at her. Okay? And at the same time, you can make it seem as if it was harmless or whatever. No, if I was the designer, I'm pretty sure the designer was backstage stressed the fuck out already because it's New York Fashion Week, okay? That's a stressful period. You know, you just hoping all the models show up, hoping none of your design is faulty, everything goes off without a hitch, and you just making sure you got everything, okay? And you start on time. You stressed out for that. Everybody get their cue. They don't fall. They don't do this. They don't mess up nothing. And then all of a sudden you hear clapping and your models ain't even outside because what's going on? Somebody else is out there trying to take the thunder and interrupt the show. We ain't got time to play like that, okay? You play when the show is over with. That was some rude shit, if you ask me. That's disrespectful to the designer. I don't care if you didn't mean it with the intent of being rude or being disrespectful. That's what it is, okay? And to look at Kathy Hilton and them just busting up laughing at her. It's very toned down. Like, you don't understand what's going on and she don't understand what's going on. You might have thought it was funny and it was just a little jokey joke and it's not that big of a deal, but the optics of it looks very different and it looks very messed up, okay? You know, you got this white woman telling that black woman to get her ass up and go walk around, and she do it like that, okay? I'm just waiting for her to say good doggy once she sat down, because that's how she got up. She's so embarrassing. She is so embarrassing. And I know it's going to be somebody like, it ain't that deep. It is. Because this ain't the first time that Tiffany Haddish has done some stupid shit like this that is questionable, that you have to call to the carpet. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I started looking at Tiffany Haddish a little sideways when she came out and said that somebody bit Beyonce on her cheek at that party. And then everybody was trying to say that it was Sanaa. I ain't gonna lie. I said that, bitch. I know. Girl, to this day, I don't know if I believe it or not. Because don't you got to sign NDAs or whatever to be up there? I don't know. It was just something. I said that was so out of this world. I wasn't even thinking about that. I said, what? And do y'all remember watching, if you watch Swarm, that's what it is. Swarm on Prime. That episode where she zoned out and she bit that girl. That shit was, I'm finna rewatch that because with all this stand mess that's going on, baby, everybody is crazy. You know what, Tiffany Haddish, you just need to, I just really want to ask Common, what was the attraction? What was the attraction to make you actually desire to be in a relationship with and to stay in a relationship with? No shade. And not saying that she's a beautiful woman. She is, but that person, she just seems like she's too much. Maybe that's just the persona she put on in the public. Maybe she's totally different when she's around her friends and around the people that she actually knows. Maybe she's soft. Maybe she's very like quiet. I don't know, but I just can't imagine. But anyway, moving on. Speaking of Beyonce, girl, Beyonce got shut out to CMAs. Okay, the people's, aka the Beehive, they pissed. And I'm just sitting here like, well, honestly, I'm not. Okay, listen. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, did you honestly, like, be real with yourself? Be 100% real with yourself. Did you really think that they were going to actually let her in that far and actually nominate her for something? Just because she put out this country album that she said is not a country album, it's a Beyonce album with a little bit of country stuff on there, slightly country stuff on there, if you want to put it there. Of course not. And now when she decided to put this out and the Discord started and the discussion started about how much of gatekeeping happen in country music, especially with trying to keep black people out. And they only let a token few in at very small amount of times, okay? You know, you have, what's his name, dude? Is it dude from Hootie and the Blowfish? The black guy? Is he from Hootie and the Blowfish, I believe? You would have thought that he had an easy time getting there, and absolutely he did not. You know, when he wanted to become a country artist, and he talked about the discrimination that he faced as well, you know. And the only thing that I feel like Beyonce did with this album, she brought up this discussion again, because she wasn't the first one to bring it up. She brought it up again, and people probably listened a little bit more because it was Beyonce. She shook the table just a little bit, not enough, but a little bit. Do I feel like, you know, she gave light to a few other black country artists, you know, careers. Shout out to Shabuzi, because Shabuzi, I think he got 2 nominations, you know. But at the same time, you have the focus being put on him. You have the focus being put on Tanner, and you know, all of the other Brenda and all of the other women that were on her project, and Willie Jones as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good look, and that's what was the purpose of that album, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? That album was a little bit too deep for some people, in a sense of calling out the injustices, calling out the racism, calling out all that stuff. Them people was not finna put her on that bill. Okay, they don't want her step foot up in that auditorium, that arena, or wherever they are having that thing. Okay, absolutely not. And I honestly don't think that she was gonna show up either. I don't think she was gonna show up even if she was nominated, because 9 out of 10. Let's say she would have got nominated, she wasn't gonna win it. She wasn't gonna win none. Okay, they probably would have tried to save face and be like, oh well, you know, I know that's the discussion or whatever, but we're not like that. See, we nominated her. Oh yeah, we nominated her, but she wasn't gonna get it. And also, what we need to understand is Beyonce don't give a damn about these awards. Okay, that's just what it is. She wasn't making this to do no awards and to go to the awards or whatever and to get nominated. It ain't that deep. So I need us to stop being so, well, I wasn't into it. I just said, you know, we already know exactly why it didn't happen. We know why it didn't happen. We don't need to act dumb about it either. You know, the same reason how Post Malone got nominated for a whole bunch of stuff, and that Wallen dude got nominated. It was like I said on Twitter, she didn't get nominated because she black, she a woman, and she stirred up some shit. And she called their asses out. And they thought that she was just playing up in their shit for a minute, and she gonna go right back to her same stuff that she been doing, which is true. But yeah, the Wilder dude, he got to say niggas and ain't even got the N word and didn't even get really punished back. Okay, he still sold records and was able to do what he do and get awards. Post Malone used black culture. He used hip hop. He used, let me take that back, he used rap, okay? Because at this point, I feel like I know the difference between hip-hop and rap, okay? Hip-hop is real lyricism. Hip-hop is the essence. Rap is the shit that y'all be doing now, okay? When anybody call themselves a rapper, okay? He used that. He used black culture to get a stepping stone, to get to where he needed. And because, you know, for some reason when the white boys or somebody of another color, culture, all of a sudden dabble in our, what they say is our genres, so R&B and hip-hop and whatnot, baby, they'll go to the top real quick. And then it'll be easier for them to cross over into whatever else they wanted to do, whatever other genre they wanted to crisscross into. And that's exactly what happened with Post Malone. You know? And I'm so mad that he was on Cowboy Carter, because Levi Jeans is my shit. Damn. Alright. Beyonce ain't sweating it. You don't need to sweat it too. And Beyonce, I'm going to cuss you out for us. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I was literally about to, the other day, I was about to send Yvette an email and be a DM and be like, hey girl, what's going on with the pre-orders to the Sir Davis Aki Hall? Okay. I wanted to do a review. Somebody said, I can't wait to see. Baby, I can't do one. I can't do one at this moment because I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else sitting there like, oh my God, it's just... I'm sitting here like, well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. And right when I was doing that, something told me, actually check your junk mail and see if something was up in there. I did check it. And the tracker had came that day. And I was about to say, oh, okay. So I don't get my shit till Thursday. Now I'm gonna tell you this, Beyonce, if I don't have my shit when I come home, yeah, I'm gonna let them cuss you out just like they cussing out your husband. No, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that because I feel like everything that's happening right about now is not warranted. Let's just go there, okay? The peoples are mad. The peoples are mad. And I need y'all to get over it. I need y'all to get over it, okay? And it's not even a fun mad where we could just make jokes about it or whatever because we understand, it was our beef going on and all that stuff. And it was a fun little time during the summer. And now it's going to continue all the way over into winter. Is the Super Bowl in January or February? Girl, whatever day it is, going to be cold, okay? So you got that going on. Kendrick Lamar was announced to be the performer at the Super Bowl for 2025. Why they say that? Oh my God, I can't believe that they put up in there. If it wasn't for Drake, he wouldn't be relevant right now. He wouldn't even be here at the Super Bowl. He wouldn't even be a contender. And honestly, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. Prior to this whole resurgence of him, because let's be honest, and I love me some Kendrick too, okay? Listen, I got all his stuff, vinyls and everything, right? Here's my thing. Kendrick is not one of those ones that, seek that attention, seek that publicity, seek to, be number one and all that stuff. If it happens, it happens, okay? He ain't up here crying about it. He ain't chart, obsessed. He's not numbers obsessed or anything like that. He'll drop a project and leave. Okay? That's just what it is. And it does well. It does well, okay? He's one of those artists where at this point in time, he can drop a project anytime and it's going to sell, regardless, okay? And so, I just did not appreciate the fact that when this beef happened between him and Drake, them Drake fans are die hard, okay? Them Drake fans are on the same level as the Barbs, okay, at this point. And I'm just like, damn, with the way that they was just trying to knock this man's legacy down or, his career down, just because a person is not releasing stuff back to back don't make them less of a person that actually talented and actually putting out good stuff and that is actually respected out there and who can actually sell and all of this stuff, because Kendrick can definitely do that. We're not gonna act like that. You know what I'm saying? That man is a Pulitzer Prize winner. Okay, that man got music and albums in the Library of Congress. All right, that man got Grammy awards. That man got awards of all kinds and high awards too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with the fact that an artist will release something and then take their time to release something else, because I know when a person, in my mind, when you do that, you're not trying to keep up with trends. You're not trying to keep up with what's the flow of things and trying to be like, I want to always keep up myself in the public because I feel like I'm going to get, left behind. No, you're taking your time with what you're doing with your craft, and you're taking your craft really, really serious. Okay? Because you don't want to just put out anything, and you don't want to burn out. You don't want to burn out. So, and I feel like that's the reason why Rihanna is doing what she's doing. That's why she's not putting on an album now, because at one point in Rihanna's career, as much as I would love another Rihanna album and another Rihanna concert, because let me tell you something, when I went to that anti-concert, I ain't know what I was in store for, girl. I ain't know I was in store for it, and baby, when I went there, baby, I had a ball. Rihanna did her thing. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. She did her thing at that concert, girl. That was one of my top 5 concerts. I don't care, okay? But she used to put albums out like back to back. And now she done took a break. And at this point, when I have to look at it now, even though I did want an album, I'm not really mad at it. And in the meantime, she's still keeping her name out there because, she got the Fenty. You know what I'm saying? She's thinking smarter, okay? Because at one point in time, I'm pretty sure she knows, just well as other artists need to understand, there's going to come a time where you're not going to really be able to sell the music. And it doesn't mean that you ain't got the talent, and it doesn't mean that you ain't putting out some good quality stuff. It's just with the way things going, there's going to come a time where people aren't going to be able to sell what they're going to sell, what they used to sell back in the day. people ain't really gonna care. So you're gonna have a backup plan. And what's her plan B? Plan A was the music, and plan B is the empire of Fenty Beauty. And that's her bread and butter, okay? She did it right. Then you got people like Kendrick who just put shit out, and then he put it out when he ready to. And it ain't for trying to be a boss. It ain't trying to be this major player on the scene or whatever. He just does it because he does it. That's just what it is. And I feel like that's the reason why I gravitate to him and I like his music, because he also is a lyricist. And that's what I love about my rap music, my hip hop. I would call him a hip hop artist because he is a real lyricist, right? So y'all get upset. Y'all trying to play this man, downplay him and all this stuff just because he told Drake ass up in that beat. Let's just be honest, okay? I don't care what nobody say. He won. And I feel like, honestly, I don't dislike Drake. I don't like a lot of the things that he does sometimes, but I do feel like Drake is funny, okay? But you should be able to call these artists out at the same time. So, it is what it is. And I'm not taking none of this beef shit serious, but apparently they are. I don't know. At least Kendrick is. Kendrick is petty as shit, right? So that's that. And then once it comes out that he's doing this Super Bowl, that's not really the issue. The issue is the Super Bowl is being held in New Orleans, okay? New Orleans, Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? And who is in New Orleans? Lil Wayne, Birdman, Young Money, okay? Or the original Cash Money. Also, you don't see nothing about why they ain't got no limit up there. Y'all just said fuck Master P. Y'all want Master P to come out there and say, make her say, nah, da. I'm gonna make him say, I'm gonna make him say, Y'all don't want him to come out there and say that? Y'all want Silk Shocker out there? I would say Mr. Cobain, he in jail. Damn, he fucked it up. Because I would have loved to hear some, danger, get on the floor. The really right here. Sing it. Been so long, what you been gone? He done fucked it up. He done fucked up the thing. Shout out to Funky Dineva. Bitch, I'm just like, what? But y'all, and let me just clear this up. I understand why people would expect or would want Lil Wayne to be the chosen one, because regardless of where he may be at now, Lil Wayne is top 3. He is top 3. I ain't gonna hold you. For me, he is, okay? And I get it. Because at one point, Lil Wayne had a streak that could not be broken. But we also got to understand, mainly, all of this outrage. You got academics out here just, as soon as it was announced, Academic has not stopped tweeting about it. That man is crashing out over this. And it's all because Drake wasn't chosen. You want to try to put it as if, because Lil Wayne, and it's a disrespect to Lil Wayne because you up in New Orleans and all that stuff and woo. No, it's because you got the enemy of Drake, and he is a Drake dick rider, for real, okay? And so, therefore, his homie didn't get put on, and this is further to, I guess, give Kendrick a bigger and wider platform to possibly embarrass him some more. You know what I'm saying? Because you know damn well he is not going They gonna go that whole Super Bowl performance, and we gonna hear Mad City, we gonna hear Swimming Pool, we gonna hear Damn, what is it? We gonna hear Humble, we gonna hear Alright, we gonna hear a whole bunch of shit, right? Loyalty. Okay, we gonna hear it all. And then just when we think it's over with, all of a sudden we gonna hear it's not like us, they're not like us. Bitches gonna come on. And you're gonna have the whole world saying they're not like us all over again when that shit just died down. I know. I would feel some type of way too, like, god damn. Okay, ain't this about a slap in the face? I would understand it. I get it. The Drake fans, I understand, But then let's get to the Lil Wayne fans. Y'all have got to be real with yourselves. And like I said, I am a Wayne fan, okay? From back in the day, bitch. Bling bling. Every time I come around, you're gonna bling bling. Let me tell you something. Lil Wayne is not the Lil Wayne of yesteryears. That Lil Wayne has come and gone. Okay? I understand that people would love for him to perform because he is that legend from New Orleans. Okay? He is that dude. You know what I'm saying? We get it. We understand it. We respect it. But at the end of the day, just because the Super Bowl is being held in a certain city does not mean that that artist who is really big or whatever in that city is going to be the one that gets chosen to perform at that city, in that city. Okay? We see that. And I cannot stand when y'all get so up in your feelings when shit like this happens sometimes. Y'all did it once before. Okay, you did it once before, and I cannot remember who it was, but it was controversy about it as well. Why ain't this person performing? Why is this person performing? And it's in this city. Okay, like I said in another thing on TikTok. So you mean to tell me just because if the Super Bowl was to be performed, to be had out here in Chicago at Soldier Field, automatically Kanye West is supposed to be the one that's supposed to head up the Super Bowl halftime show? Absolutely the hell not. First of all, he's too goddamn unpredictable. He'll get up there and be anti-Semitic and all that stuff and just mess everything up. Okay? Regardless of how you may feel, they ain't finna have that. You know what I'm saying? The only time that we truly did see a city or a state that had actual artists from said state was when Dr. Dre and them got up there. Okay? That was it. But then we also, that really wasn't just about the state of California. Because you had Mary J. Blige perform that night. You had 50 Cent, and they all from New York. They from New York. You had Eminem, he was from Detroit. So I feel like it was just a label thing, you know what I'm saying? Aftermath, you know? Or people who work with him or somewhere, somehow, you know what I'm saying? So I need people to get up out of that mind frame that just because a person is in a certain city and if the Super Bowl is at that city, that person that's from that city needs to perform. No, it doesn't work like that. That's entitlement. That is very much entitlement. And let's just say, and from what I found out, they said, you know, and I'm bringing this up because the people was cussing Jay-Z out. The people were cussing Jay-Z out to the max. And it's like, Jay-Z ain't the one that picks the people. From what I read, he's given a short list, or his team is given a short list, and they give it to the whole city. Okay? They give it to the whole city, right? And they decide. They pick from the list the whole city who is going to perform. Now, I don't know who in said whole city has that power to do that, but that's just what it is. So technically you're pissed off at the wrong people. Okay? But at the same time, I get it, but at the same time, that's just not how things work. And y'all are so worked up, y'all are crashing the fuck out. But ain't nobody, and can I be real with y'all? I want every Lil Wayne fan who really feels like he deserves to be at the Super Bowl, regardless of what has come up and saying that he would like to be at the Super Bowl or whatever. That was some time ago. I don't know when that clip came out. I'm pretty sure just about any and everybody has said that they desire to perform a halftime show at the Super Bowl, or at least appear at the Super Bowl halftime show. That's fine to have that goal. But Lil Wayne in 2024, at this current moment, and just a few couple of years ago or whatever, he is not the same Lil Wayne that probably would have gave us a show back in the day. Some dude that worked at oh my god, I don't know if it was a Grammy, I don't know, some event, a Grammy event or whatever. He didn't even show up to rehearsal. That's what he said. You know, he didn't do rehearsals. That he was up. They didn't know if he was going to show up or not. You can't do that during a live event like the Super Bowl. You cannot chance situations like that. And again, the last few performances that we have seen Lil Wayne do, they weren't the best. They were not the best. And I just don't see, and he's not good for the networks, okay, unfortunately. And yes, somebody was like, this is going to hurt Kendrick's career in the long run. Actually, it's not. It's not, and it wouldn't have hurt. Even if Lil Wayne got up there and he would have fumbled up there, it wouldn't have hurt his career either. I don't know who did the Super Bowl and it hurt their career, whether it was good or bad. Okay, whether they performed well or not. I know you could say Janet, but that was because she was blackballed. Because we still out here, we still liked her. Okay, so there's that. You know, because she was still able to put out records, whether they sold or not. She was still able to go on tours and all of that stuff. And she's back to where she was, you know. But at the same time, this is going to help. All this controversy, I feel like it's going to help both of them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help the streams and everything. The people are going to start listening to their music even more than what they already have. And then being on the stage at the Super Bowl, that's global. People have to understand. People just here in the United States of these Americas, they ain't the only one that's going to be watching the Super Bowl. Everybody and their mama going to be watching all over. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. That's big exposure. But I just want people to stop. I mean, y'all just was crashing out for the past 24, 48 hours. And I'm like, girl, it ain't that deep. And let me just tell you this. Nicki Minaj, baby girl, I get it. I get the history between Wayne, Young Money, and Nicki and Drake and all that stuff. I get it. But at the same time, that rant that she went on, it wasn't nothing about trying to give Lil Wayne credit or whatever and try to, you know, talk about his legacy, even though that's what she tried to disguise it as. It was all her way to finally just truly put it out there without really putting it out there, meaning saying the name, that you don't fuck with Jay-Z, you don't like that nigga, and you damn sure don't like Rock Nation, which you already put that out there before with the Megan shit. And this is just further put it out there that you don't fuck with Jay-Z. You can't stand his ass. And I didn't tell you probably don't like his wife no more either too. So there's that. And I'm just sitting here like, this ain't a good look for you, sweetie. This ain't a good look for you. And I just really feel like, you know, of course you're gonna have some people that's gonna be like, well, she right, this is this. I just don't see it, okay? I just don't think that people are looking or caring that much for other people to do things like that, especially a Jay-Z and a Beyonce, because what would be their point and what would be the purpose? All right, I just don't. The conspiracy, just because things ain't going the way that you want it to go, it's always a conspiracy, and it's really not. It's really not. She got on Twitter and she said, I'm trying to go to the beginning. Got everyone in the world. Got everything. No. That ain't it. Mind you, you're on tour. Can we promote the tour? That's just what we need to do. Talk about the tour. Talk about the deluxe album that's supposed to be coming out on the 13th. Did y'all know that the deluxe album was coming out? Go cop it. That's what we should be talking about. I don't know why you getting on here and crashing out. Okay. Here she go. I love watching the whole industry play dumb time after time. LOL. The truth is the truth, no matter who tells it. Picking or choosing who y'all accept truth from, then bam, pow. Might tell you a joke, but won't tell you a lie. Then says, somebody said, that's why I believe her every time when she speaks. She's yet to be proven any fucking way. She said, yep, and I never care by the time they figured out. LMFO. It's good for them. Gag City, y'all ready tonight? Y'all know his next move is going to tell y'all a certain someone is being treated so unfairly so that y'all can go back into that trance. Who is the certain someone that's being treated unfairly? Who is the certain someone that he, which I'm pretty sure you're talking about, Jay-Z, has come out and said anything about? I don't know, because Jay-Z don't come out and talk about nobody. Okay, he don't even talk about his wife. Okay, well, you could say Beyonce, but Beyonce shut that shit down and said she don't give a fuck and she don't need him to speak for her. So who you talking about? I know you're not talking about Megan. Megan don't give a shit. Okay, you the only one that give a shit at this point. You and the Barbs, I just don't understand. And see, we can delete all of this other stuff. And she was like, go enjoy your fucking money before it's too late. One nigga took a knee, the other nigga took the bag. He gonna get you niggas, quote unquote, in line every fucking time. Got everything in the world, still spiteful and evil, disgusting. Be happy. Go be happy. fucking nigga in the rap and women's business when you got the politicians and police. You good though. Plus that ugly Laffy Taffy alien. I don't know who she talking about. Yep, everyone is aware. Clearly they don't care, so why should I? Tried to tell y'all, but y'all wanted brunch. And that's when we figured out it was about Jay-Z, because the Rock Nation brunch. Okay, I'm on a fucking roll. Wait, hacked. Oh, you think speaking up on injustice within your workplace should only be done if it's for a person who would do it for you? I'm really the realest nigga. When she called him a Porsche nigga, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, the GOAT, NOLA, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out. What they got to do with it? Eminem and 50 ain't got nothing going on. And by the way, you don't know half of what Lil Wayne has done for me and others. Wayne had Drake and I on tour with no signed papers. He was all on my mixtapes with no signed papers. This man literally changed the face of hip-hop. The hair too. He inspired many to get face tags. Okay. So what else? I know it's something else. Cause then you got Birdman talk about these niggas pussies, motherfuckers is hating. You got Wayne's management coming out saying some stuff, and at this point, she was like, she did call him a Porsche nigga. And I just, she really lost me when she said one nigga took a knee and the other nigga took the bag. Meanwhile, when that whole Black Lives Matter situation was going on with Colin Kaepernick and all that stuff, Lil Wayne wasn't for it. Why would you bring that up? Lil Wayne really wasn't for it. Lil Wayne is not for the Black Lives Matter, and it's the thing. I understand that you want people to have respect the way that they deserve respect because of what they put forth and brought to the industry or whatever, but it's a lot of niggas that's going so hard for Lil Wayne and all this stuff when he don't give a shit about y'all, okay? He's so far removed from the black community. That motherfucker is a trumper like a motherfucker. He's MAGA down, okay? And he don't care about Black Lives Matter, the movement or whatever, and that's questionable at this point. But he don't give. Is he putting back into the community? Put it down in the comments, okay? To be going this hard, yeah, and don't act like Lil Wayne don't get his props, don't get his credits, because he's due. He do. But at the end of the day, it's a business situation, and you want this man to get up there when you know he's not up to par to actually put on a performance like he needs to, that's going to be captivating, that's not going to be full of mess ups and not going to be embarrassing him. I don't want to put my nigga up there so he can get embarrassed because I know he's not up to par. Like, come on. That's my thing. Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, let's be real. Let us be real, okay? Calling people Porsche niggas and stuff. Meanwhile, Girl, I get it, but, and like somebody said, this all comes down to the fact that she don't fuck with Jay-Z and them no more, and 9 out of 10 is because, man, I hate to bring it up, and I hate to do this, but that's just all I can see, because now all of a sudden it's a conspiracy, everything is a conspiracy. And there is no conspiracy. I honestly don't feel like it. And no, this ain't me because, I like them or whatever. Fuck all that, okay? Because I like the wife more than I like the husband, all right? Because he done some shit that I didn't agree with too, okay? And I can call that shit out as well. Because I was looking at him sideways when he partnered with the NFL. I said, what the fuck is this? All right? But at the same time, that motherfucker didn't put a whole bunch of black artists up on stage, okay? He didn't put a whole bunch of black artists in the forefront on that global stage that probably never would have got a chance at this particular moment. All right? But you upset because Lil Wayne didn't get it because he's in the Super Bowl is going to be up in New Orleans. Since when does that happen? Okay, then you try to make it because of that, but we already know what it really is. You just don't fuck with them, and that's fine. That's fine. But at the same time, get over it. Get over it. I'm telling y'all. I know it's because Megan, because how they adapted to Megan. Like, come on. At this point, I'm pretty sure Beyonce and her got each other blocked. I'm pretty sure at this point, and if not, they solidified it. This little rant did. Okay, this little rant solidified it. And at the end of the day, I can understand both sides because, again, like I said, I am a Lil Wayne fan, but I understand the reasoning. Whether they gave that reason or not, I understand certain reasons why he would not be a fit at this particular moment to do the Super Bowl. Now, had it been a few years ago, yes, he could have killed it. Now, in the condition that he is now, absolutely not. Okay? I would not want to put my nigga up there and let him embarrass himself like that in front of millions upon millions of people. I would not want him to do that, okay? And then y'all trying to say that this man don't fuck with him and nothing like that. Lil Wayne and Jay-Z are friends. Lil Wayne was literally just at Jay-Z's 40/40 Club reopening thing, whatever, a couple of weeks ago. In his space. Right there, neck and neck, shoulder to shoulder. That's his nigga. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just making a big thing out of nothing. I'm just sitting here like, it ain't that deep. It is not that deep. Okay, and y'all done fucked it up so bad. I feel like Kendrick couldn't even y'all, if it was a surprise that he was gonna bring some of the New Orleans artists out, which I felt like he was gonna do because he does like Lil Wayne, bitch, he's so goddamn petty, he probably ain't gonna do that. And if he do it, I'm gonna be surprised, but I'm gonna be thankful. Okay, yeah, he cool enough to come out and do a couple of songs or a verse to a song at this moment, but to do a whole 12-minute set for the Super Bowl and keep everybody's attention, okay, it ain't about y'all hip-hop heads or whatever. It's about what these sponsors want. Unfortunately, it's all about business, and that's just basically what it is, okay? And at the end of the day, Kendrick is hot right now. Kendrick is PC for the most part. Kendrick got the white folks on their side more than anything now, you know, because at this, you seen how many people that was non-black singing not like us, and they sing his other songs too, so don't make it seem like it's not. But I just feel like people are doing the most, and it's not even needed. Y'all don't even know if they would have had him up there next year. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You just don't know. And I just feel like it's not that deep. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But hey, at the end of the day, you could be mad, you could rant, you could do all of that. Kendrick Lamar is still going to be up on that stage for Super Time Halftime in 2025. And whether you say you're not going to watch it, you're going to watch the clips on Twitter. You're going to watch the clips if you don't watch it on TV. You're going to watch it on the YouTube. You're going to watch it on the Instagram. You're going to watch it on the TikTok. You're going to see it. Or you're going to hate watch. But just because you claim you're not going to watch it, millions of other people's going to watch it. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, we can voice our opinion, but it's not really going to change anything. So comment down and let's talk about something else that's actually more important. Like making sure your ass is registered to vote. Okay? I hope you are registered to vote. Y'all know that debate is happening tomorrow. Or if you see this already happened or it's happening today. It'll be up on Tuesday. But it's happening. Okay? And I just might sit my ass there and watch the shit show go down. Alright? That's just what it is. Moving on from that, Tyrese got arrested earlier today. Tyrese got arrested earlier today, and he said that he might get arrested because of the child support situation. Because I guess he stopped paying it. He was calling out her lawyer, calling out the fact that they want to up the child support or something like that. Girl, at this point, I think he needed to pay $73,000. But miraculously, either he came up with it already and they had got him out. Either fucking way, Tyrese, I get it. You feel like you was done wrong and everything. But the way that he goes about trying to confront the issues and to get people on his side is just not it. You had a whole album out that I had no idea came out, because every time I seen something recently about Tyrese, it's about this child support. It's about him ranting about his ex-wife. It's about him wanting to come at the judge and call the judge out and all this stuff and woo woo woo. Baby, I need him to get help, because what pisses me off with him, his situation is a real situation, right? But it's just the way, and I'm pretty sure it's other people that are going through the same thing, and he could be an example. He can be an example as to how to deal with this, but he is not showing it the proper way. He is not giving it the real way that you're supposed to do this. This is not how you handle situations like this. He is spiraling out, and I understand that he had a bunch of losses recently, and that's part of the reason probably as well. But I need somebody to put, I don't know at this point. I don't know what could be done with him, okay? But yeah, he thought, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel some type of way if child support went from $3,600 to $10,000. But if your income went up, then your child support gonna go up. I guess that's just how it works. Don't make it so that you gotta get child support. I'm so tired of Tyrese. I really am, and I be trying to be there for him, because I used to love that nigga back in the day. I used to love him. Y'all, I really used to love him. I had every album that he had from Jump until this last one. I didn't even know it came out, and I don't have no type of desire to listen to it. And I heard recently that people were saying that, it sound good or whatever. And don't get me mistaken, Tyrese has always had a voice. Throughout all his struggles, he has always had a voice. But man, I don't want to hear you crying about your ex-wife and all that shit. Is he still with that girl? Because if he's still with that girl, baby, I would have been broke up with him. Because I just wouldn't be able to take it. I just wouldn't be able to take it. Why are you focused so much? Why are you embarrassing me, bitch? Okay, I would have been left. But yeah, handle that shit privately, okay? Because the public stuff, you think that man, because you want to say that the judge trying to come at you when he being unfair, baby, you calling him out and doing all this stuff publicly, baby, he probably is retaliating just because you calling him out publicly and putting on the show and everything. You're putting your own foot in your mouth, okay? You're doing yourself a disservice at this point. Meanwhile, shout out to Shanice, I love your smile. And that's just go back to the Super Bowl. Honestly, I'm be real with y'all, and fuck how anybody else feel. Chris Brown could have did a Super Bowl, okay? Chris Brown could have did a Super Bowl, but you know who's not gonna do the Super Bowl? Chris Brown is not going to do the Super Bowl. And you want to know why? Because even if other people have forgiven him, even if Jay probably like him or whatever, which I'm pretty sure he does, at this point in time, them corporations, the sponsors, and everybody else, them big wigs, them white folks, that's the head of the shit, they is not going to let that man hit that stage. That's just what it is. And so y'all need to understand the politics of it. Y'all need to understand the business side of things, okay? It ain't just up to the niggas. Probably make it seem like it is, but it really ain't. But moving on from that, Shanice had discovered that she had a little bit of breast cancer. She had DCIS, which is ductal carcinoma, and STIU. I heard this before. Somebody else, what is this? Topanga. She came out and said that she had this exact same thing. They found it. It was some malignant cells that was in her milk ducts. Okay, so she had surgery, I believe, to get that removed, and she was, documenting everything. And I'm glad that she was documenting things. And I believe she had to get a double mastectomy. And it was only found in one breast, but the doctor suggested that she wound up just getting a double mastectomy so that when they put the implants in, that her breast will be even. And I was like, okay, that's understandable. And I can appreciate when women, especially, or people who are sick, and they document their journeys, and you know, you have sometimes where you have people like, why do you need to put this on the internet? Why people need to see this? When it comes to certain type of illnesses and to how people deal with it, I feel like if a person wants to document their journey, that's going to help somebody else who's going through the same thing. Or it's going to help somebody who probably didn't take their health seriously to know to go get checked, or to start doing self-examination and make sure, you know, they don't feel nothing out of place or feel something weird. And if they do, to go to the hospital, to the doctor or whatever, so that y'all can get it checked. And hopefully you don't find anything, it's benign, or if you do find it, it's in the very, very early stages, you know, so that you can get a better chance of getting rid of it, or it going into remission or whatever. So yeah, I'm very much here for this, and I'm glad that everything is working out so far. Cause we can't have nobody else lead this world. I really can't. And speaking of football, y'all heard about them officers that had arrested Tyreek Hill? He on his way to the damn game that he was playing in this past Sunday, I believe. And they pulled his ass over, had him get up out that car, put his hand behind his head, get up on the floor. Bitch, as soon as I seen all of them police officers on him, and then they had him on the ground, laying on his stomach, I said, oh my God. I feel like y'all, and this was just for a simple violation, a little small, simple violation, and you got him surrounded, and you got him on the ground? What the fuck is going on? All because he trying to get to the goddamn game that he was playing in that night. What? And now y'all finna be under police investigation yourself. The internal affairs finna do investigation and all this stuff. And you got the department trying to say, well, it was justified. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Okay? That's just messed up. He was like, I wasn't disrespectful because my mom didn't raise me that way. You know, a lot of people say that. They don't mean nothing, but I believe him. I believe him because I seen the picture. I seen the video. As soon as I seen them, I said it's one thing to pull a person over. Okay, you probably was speeding a little bit, or you probably served a little bit. Okay, you know, but to put him on the stomach, oh, you didn't have your turning signal on, or you did a rolling stop. Okay, or see, I know what it is. You know, people be trying to play me. You turned at the light when you shouldn't have, or you know, you used the wrong lane to turn, or whatever. You didn't put your turn, bitch, and you gonna make me get on the ground, girl, and I gotta go play football that you probably got money on, and you hoping that we win. Nigga, what? Did you see? And speaking of football, baby, you saw how much they got so pissed off. They got so pissed off. Y'all up here mad about this, and y'all ain't mad at the fact that them people was mad at the fact that Miss Girl got up there and she sang the Black National Anthem. Girl, they was pissed as shit. They was pissed. Oh, we need to boycott the NFL because there's only one anthem, and that's the Pledge Allegiance to the Flag. It's the Star Spangled Banner. Okay, well, sing all of the words to it. Damn, y'all just want to pick a fight and pick an issue with everything, and I just don't understand it. Wow, that is not bothering you, and you just want to make it bother you. I just don't get it. Everybody complain too damn much, y'all. Can we just be happy, bitch? Shit, I know people are in a rut. People ain't got no money sometimes. Inflation is a bitch. Eggs being recalled, deli meat being recalled. I get it. Rent going up, gas probably still going up. I don't drive the car, and somebody, my granddad gonna tell me yesterday. So when you gonna buy your car? I said when I move. Okay, that's just basically what it is. You know, at this point in time, I'm not finna pay for no goddamn parking space that's not even in front of my house. That's not in front of my place, or it's not even in the lot. Okay, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna pay $150 a month plus all the other expenses. Hell no. Next place that I move to, I'm moving to a house, okay, and a house that I want to own. When it's time to own one, okay, or I'll probably do something that'll be like a lease to own or some type of situation. Could be, but I'm looking at something, and I don't even know if I'm gonna be here in Chicago. I never really thought that I would leave Chicago, but I kind of open to giving that a look. You know what I'm saying? Not for sure, but I'm open to looking elsewhere outside of Chicago, outside of Illinois. You know, could be another state. I don't know. Just in the beginning stages of looking at things. You know, I'm adulting, and yeah, it is what it is. But sure. Moving on from that, Angel Reese is out for the rest of the season, and I know all her haters is glad. The way that y'all go so hard on that girl is just really disgusting to me. And I understand, you know, having your favorites and all that stuff, but it has become so misogynistic and for some, so racist. Not all. Some people have valid reasons, and they have valid points that they point out as the reason why they don't, you know, really rock with it like that. And it's very much understandable, and I can get that. I can get with that. But other people, they just do way too much. These new WNBA fans, oh my God, y'all do a lot. Y'all do a lot. But she messed up her wrist in the game that she had with the LA Sparks, and basically she has a hairline fracture, and she said, you know, they're gonna do a surgery on it to put like a little screw in it so that it can heal up and she won't have no problems with it, because if she don't, it's a possibility that she can get arthritis in her arm or in her wrist or whatever at 22 years old. And I will tell you this, she is not lying. You break something, you fracture something, and if you don't get it fixed the correct way or whatever, 9 out of 10 you will develop some form of arthritis, or you could develop arthritis. How do I know? Because I have it myself. When I fractured my tibia plateau, I didn't fracture the knee, I fractured the bone right up underneath it, and I didn't have an operation for it. Okay, I basically had my leg in a splint for a few weeks and let it heal naturally on its own without any surgery or whatever. And ever since then, I still have issues with it every now and then. It'll hurt, okay? And I do have arthritis, mild case of arthritis because of it. My doctor told me that. It was like, what? How the fuck do I get it? He was like, because you fractured your bone. That's basically what it is. And it's like the way an athlete would do it. I said, bitch, ain't nothing athletic about me. I said, stop lying. He said, no, you want to see? And he showed me the shit, and I was like, oh, all right, well, sure. Sure. So yes, Angel, go get that. Well, how long and when does the basketball season is over? Because honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing it on my timeline, and not because I'm tired of seeing them. I'm tired of seeing the negativity. I'm tired of seeing the fans going at each other because y'all are not making it fun. It was cute little shit talking. We liked it. I could deal with that. But some of y'all just be way too serious. People these days do not know how to have fun and shit talk and have fun with it. The stands don't for the music stars. The sports stars don't, because y'all take the shit too seriously. Baby, can't we just go back to having fun? Wow. You wanna know who not having fun? Did y'all see that video of Ice Spice at the club? And it was so dead up in there, like they was recording or whatever, trying to give her a little bit of interaction. But baby, once she was just standing there, and I just never understood paying to see somebody at a club to just, you know, stand there and just be like this or whatever. But she was actually performing. You know, she was doing something, her version of performing. She was singing, she was rapping her song or whatever. And when she did that little twerk, and everybody was just like, huh? Oh, baby girl. After this little tour is over with, I need her to just sit down for a minute and regroup. Honestly, that's my advice to any artist that's going through some troubles, going through a little scandal, going through a little controversy or whatever. Sometimes I don't even want them to come out and say nothing, because I feel like regardless of what they say, people still gonna have something bad to say or whatever. They gonna say, oh, you not being genuine. Oh, you still a bitch. You still this or whatever. You just saying this because of that. Baby, for some people, you can't win to lose. You can't win for nothing, okay? So sometimes it's just better to be quiet and go away for a second and then come back, refresh, replenish, and ready to go. And your skills honed up, okay? Tune that shit up. But anyway, Ice Spice, I feel like I'm undecided, because I was about to say I think she'll be all right, but honestly I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And that's sad. That's sad. You know, I don't want nobody to lose their spot, but that's sad. It is. Because it's too early. It's too early. She's dealing with stuff too early in her career that people would normally probably deal with 5 years down the line or something like that. You know, it's too early for her to be going through all this drama. Moving on from that, basketball. Jennifer fucking Williams. Now, I was listening to Dustin Ross and them on the Friend Zone, and Dustin Ross said that this season of Basketball Wives is good. You know, I clocked out, you know, even though I don't review Basketball Wives anymore, I did watch some of the seasons here and there. I tried to watch last season. Part of the reason why I wanted to watch last season because they had a lesbian on there too, right? And I believe her and her wife, they finally got married or whatever, and she played basketball. That's cute. That's cute. Jaceel, I think that's her name. But anyway, but then I seen that they had Brittany Renner on there, and I just didn't understand it. I was like, ugh, get that bitch off of here. What y'all trying to do? I don't understand why she was on here. And you had that other girl that was just starting stuff. She was all up in Jennifer's face, and it was just a mess. And then you had Evelyn come back. I was like, what? So I just didn't feel like watching it. I ain't even watched the whole thing last season. I gave up on it. That's like I didn't finish last season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I probably was like maybe 3 episodes left of it, and I just gave up on it, and I did not go back. Even with all of the mess that's been going on with Kirk and Rashida and Jasmine, because I feel like it's all fake as hell, and regardless of what's being put out there, you know, Jasmine gonna be blamed for everything. Even though she knew Kirk was married, Kirk also knew that he was married, you know, and at the end of the day, Rashida knows that her man ain't shit, and regardless of all the evidence that be put out there, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere, so what's the point? What's the point of even talking about it and watching it? But Jennifer Williams, baby girl, is engaged to this dude named Christian Gold, okay? Christian been in jail for false imprisonment, kidnapping, or whatever the fuck to the last person that he was with. And I looked at that interview with him. Mind you, he's younger than her. He's like 29 years old or something like that, right? Probably just turned 30. I don't know. Either way. He and her are getting married. He ain't got no real job. He do that trading shit, that Forex shit and all that stuff. I said, it just sounds like scamming. And I hate to say that because, you know, he did make a point, like when he said in that interview with Carlos King, he said, now if a white person or another person would have said that they do trade and all that stuff or whatever, what I do, oh, you would rather go with them. But then if a black person like me or somebody else would say that they do it, oh, we scammers. And he had a point. He had a point. But the way that you work, moving, it's just giving. It's giving everything ain't on the up and up. It's giving this is a long-term scam or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because Jennifer Williams has a history of not picking the right men. You know what I'm saying? One verbally abused her on TV and doused her with water. Okay? Another one took a cop. Another one said had his nephew killed and now is in prison for the rest of his life. Like what? What? And now you with this man who has a record himself, who's still paying restitution, who, if you go and you watch that interview with him with Carlos King, it was supposed to be an interview with him. Well, it was Jennifer and him. But basically it was just him talking. And as I'm listening to him speak, first of all, his voice was irritating me because I wanted him to clear it. Okay? I was like, is that really how your voice sounds? But, you know, I have this thing with sound, okay? I'm attracted to sound, and if it don't sound good, even if you look good, even if you're a good person, I'm going to have to keep you at a distance because I can't, it just drives me crazy up the wall. I don't know what that is, but it just does. That's why I just don't understand how some people watch the mukbangs that be just, oh my God, I can't stand that. Y'all be smacking and slurping and just, it just makes me crawl. My skin crawls so much. Anyway, so you got that, and the way that he was talking up in the interview, it just was talking like it's rehearsed and he knew what to say to try to make himself seem like an upstanding person and try to lessen what he actually did to get him put in jail for like 3 years or whatever, you know. And so basically they said that he violated probation, right? He violated probation. I don't know exactly what he did, but the judge, because they caught him when he went to court, and this was just recent, I believe last week, sentenced him to do 15 days in prison or in jail, right? He has to go to DeKalb County. Okay. They supposed to be getting married, I believe, on the 14th. So that's next week. So he's being allowed to serve 2 days in jail, then being released to go to Paris for the wedding, but then have to come right back to DeKalb County and serve the rest of the 13 days. Who and where did they do that at? I did not know that they did stuff like that. You know, I'm finding out so much stuff about the prison system. Like, I don't know where I was when I found out because that they do weekend prison stuff. It wasn't because of the Young Thug trial, and it wasn't because of that Reese thing. I had found that out like probably a couple of years ago that people do go to jail on the weekends, or they go to jail through the week or whatever. They come back on the weekend or some shit like that. I said, what the fuck? What the hell shit is that? I just didn't know that. Alright, I'm just like, what is going on? And I'm just sitting here like, so y'all let him do this all to get married? What type of pull he got? Because that just don't seem right, and honestly, it don't seem fair to me. I get it, but you the one that violated the probation. I shouldn't make concessions for you. I shouldn't make it easy for you just to go ahead and continue to get married out there in Paris because you already booked it in Paris, baby. Block it. And I'm just sitting here like, you know what, Jennifer, this is another sign. You have so many red flags that have been blaring in your face, in your face, in your face, and you keep dodging them and closing your eyes like you don't see him. I don't see him, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's literally what it's giving. And I'm just like, girl, are you this desperate for a relationship? And I hate it. I hate saying it like that because that's literally what it's been looking like for a lot of the women that are older these days. We seen the shit happen with Tamar last week. Now we see this happening with Jennifer. It's like y'all settling with what? Y'all deserve better. I want y'all to understand that y'all deserve better. I want you to realize that you deserve better too. Okay? But we gonna see how it unfolds. She sticking by her man. And that's that. Speaking of sticking by your man or not, Judge Mathis, I meant to talk about this last week, but it came out earlier at the end of last week that he got served while he was in the house, bitch. He was at the crib. They said like around 10:30 in the morning, the motherfucker knocked on the door and said, Judge Mathis, you've been served. Mama said, listen, irreconcilable differences. He was giving that little interview when he was in the airport. They was asking, you know, what's going on with the relationship and all that stuff. He was like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get my wife back, okay? Hopefully, I know she fouled, but hopefully she don't go through the whole thing or whatever. And I'm like, understandable. You know, if you love a person, you know that you messed up. You trying to fight for it. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with people saying that, oh, you've been together for 39 years, you might as well just stay. Absolutely the fuck not. If I'm not happy, I'm not going to stay in shit that I'm not happy, or I'm tired of being, you know, cheated on or whatever. And I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's what it's given, okay? Because they asked him something along that lines, did he cheat or whatever? I was like, you know, when I go out and whatever, and because it be, you know, in another state, or, you know, I'm always on business, whatever, you know, they probably think that I'm cheating and all that stuff, and whoa. But he never said yes, and he never really said no. And I said, so basically, he probably did cheat, could have cheated, and she found out about it, and it probably wasn't the first time. And she was just fed up, and she just reached her boiling point, and she said, fuck it. You know, honestly, even though I'm not mad at her for fouling, I wouldn't be mad at her if she said, no, we're going to get us another chance. It'll be understandable, okay? It will be. I get it. I get it. But moving on from that, Dame Dash, did y'all see that shit? Let me tell y'all something. If y'all gonna get on camera and y'all gonna be talking about people, talking greasy about people, and especially a person that is one of the biggest trolls out there, aka 50 Cent, please make sure you have all your P's and your Q's together, your T's crossed and your I's dotted, and your teeth securely in your mouth, okay? Dan Dash and 50 Cent got up in there. You know, they got this little issue going on because, you know, I guess 50 Cent was talking some mess about Dame Dash on some little podcast, Gully the Kid and Wallow podcast or whatever. And, you know, at one point, they talking about money. He was like, put this up and all that stuff. I said, Dame, at this point, I'm gonna need you not to go with anybody about money, okay? You literally was just on the internet talking about some, you know, if somebody can do this or do that, I give you a original Rock Nation. If you buy his stake in Rockefeller or something like that, because I think it was going on sale or whatever. Anybody who can bid the highest or whatever, I give you original Rockefeller chain or whatever, some shit like that. I said, excuse me, what? You up here trying to get money and you up here trying to compare money to other people. Baby, you don't have the right at this moment, okay? That ego is doing a number on Dame Dash. That is a big example of how the ego can destroy you. Because he did not have to be in this situation. Dame Dash could have been just as big as JC if he would have played his cards right. And I'm not talking about do some shady stuff. I'm talking about business-wise. Even the way that they split went, whether it was good, bad, shady or not, he still could have had a way to get out of it and to make money and even be bigger. He could have made another well, obviously he could. I don't know. I just saw the potential. And I really didn't think that Dame would have been like he is now. I never would have thought we would have seen a video of him and his teeth just come out his mouth. Regardless of the fact that he said that. At first I was like, maybe it's a grill. Okay, maybe it's a grill. But when somebody put that close-up picture and I was looking at it, I said, that is not no grill. Them look like dentures. He said it's like temporaries because he's getting his teeth done or whatever. Yeah, and I was like, why are they not temporary staying in your mouth? Them motherfuckers said, I said, oh my God, Damon, put them shits back in there. And I can't believe he's still with that girl. I'm like, oh, okay. Cool. Do what you gotta do. All right. Damn, Damon. Anyway, moving on from that. And speaking of, can I just talk about Brian McKnight? Because speaking of trolling, do y'all feel like he trolling at this point? Not trolling us, but trolling his kids. His kids that he actually had. The one that he's written off and acting as if they don't exist anymore. You think they're trolling, and he's trolling them at this point because now he has this thing up called Fatherhood Friday. In the first installment, he was just talking about how good it is to be a father and basically talking about how good it is to be a father to his stepkids. I want to know where the stepkids' daddy's at. The biological daddy. The way he be posted about them kids all the time, and he do them lengthy ass comments, them lengthy ass captions or whatever. The latest one that I seen that started all this stuff again was the one that he did for the son's birthday, and I'm talking about the stepson. And I don't want to talk about kids, right? As they say, keep the kids out of it, keep the kids out of it, keep the kids out of it. But these kids are adults at this point. The only one that are children or the one that we truly should just keep out of it is the baby. The one that literally just got here. Okay, Junior. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not the original Junior. But that's neither here nor there. I just feel like at this point, the stepkids and the mama ain't shit either. Y'all up in the same boat that Brian McKnight in. Because if you can sit around and you can allow this man to continue to act the way that he's acting towards his actual kids, wait until one moment that you actually piss him off enough and he turns his back on you too. You ain't gonna be shit to him either. He gonna act like you ain't never existed and he ain't never called you his son or daughter ever either. You know what I'm saying? The way he dopes on them and they don't say anything. They suck it up. They soak it up. It's like they love it. And I just want to know, I really honestly want to know, how do they feel? How do they feel about the fact that they have step brothers and sisters out there that their father literally disowned just because he's with their mother and he got some mental stuff going on? And you clearly can tell Brian McKnight don't give a damn because he don't care how much this affected his career at all. And that's very telling. That is very telling. And it's sick too. It's very sick. And he's not seeing heaven. I'm sorry. I just cannot. I really can't. Moving on from that. What else I was about to say? Update. Keke from Love and Marriage Huntsville, they came out with the cause of her actual, passing. And basically, she passed from 64% of having carbon monoxide in her blood. Okay, so she died from carbon monoxide poisoning. They did say she did have a toxicology report that was done, and the toxicology report said that she did have some oxycodone and some oxymorphone in her blood, but not enough to have anything to take her out or to cause her to pass away. It was literally, her body was filled with 64% of carbon monoxide, and that is that's fatal. Okay, so the story about her possibly falling asleep in the car and the car being faulty and the garage being closed and it was carbon monoxide poisoning, yeah, that makes sense now. But it's like, is that I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that because that's all. May she continue to rest in peace. Jeannie Mai taking Jeezy back to court because she said, you gotta pay up. Now, we supposed to be paying money for the school. We supposed to be splitting that in half for the little girl. We supposed to be playing on the place that we rented or whatever. And you ain't been doing it. You still owe $4,000 on your back in for the kids' tuition. And she was saying how she accused him of withholding the titles to the two cars that he was supposed to give her, a 2021 Range Rover, and a 2022 Ford Bronco. Oh, Ford Bronco. They still make Ford Broncos? Y'all know the Bronco became real famous with OJ, but that's neither here nor there. Additionally, prevented her from getting her car from Atlanta to Los Angeles. And so far as the rent goes, she been covering the rent and he was supposed to be doing half. And so now she was like, listen, you owe me $92,417.39 and I want my money now. Baby, I know both of them, like, the pandemic was something that really had us together, and I think we just did things because we was bored. That's the reason why we got married, because we was bored. We ain't had nothing else to do. And I know they wish they never did it. The only good thing that came out of that marriage was the baby. That's it, because children are a blessing. And speaking of kids, bitch, I didn't know Jonathan Major had a daughter. What? I was on Twitter and I'm seeing reports talking about some allegedly, because it was from Bossip. I seen the Bossip tweet or whatever. Somebody had retweeted it. And of course they said allegedly it is being rumored that, and y'all know usually I don't report on rumors, but this just took me by surprise. It was like it's a possibility that allegedly, rumor has it, that Megan Good is paying for basically everything right about now for Jonathan Majors, because ever since he ain't had no money or whatever, since his career went down the shitter. And I'm sitting here like, he ain't had a little change set aside. Baby, the banking account that I would have in the saving account, I just don't understand people like that. Like, you get money from these big movies that you do and TV shows, and I get it that you probably ain't gonna be getting paid as much as other people because black. You are still black, right? And that's understandable, okay? That's understandable. And sometimes you don't be a main character. It's understandable, but it's still messed up. But that's just how Hollywood goes. That's what I mean when I say it's understandable. I still will put shit to the side, okay? My bank account, people are living above their means or whatever. I just don't understand. But then again, maybe he was, and he did, and he just had to use it all because he ain't been working. I have no idea. But again, they said that this is alleged and this is rumored, and they said also she's allegedly and rumored to be paying his child support too. And I said, what? Excuse me? When did he have a kid? Okay, I said, he got kids? And people was like, half the people, or I should say 90% of the people said, girl, I didn't know he had a kid. And then the other people was like, yeah, he got a daughter. He got a daughter by a white woman. And I said, well, I'm not surprised by that. But, about, I feel like at this point, Megan Good is the first black woman that he has dated since he was in elementary school. Junior high. I'm sorry, I just feel that way. And she being stupid. And see, this is why people had an issue. People like me had an issue with him being with her, because I just feel like he playing her for a fool. I don't know. But again, this is alleged. They said that this is a rumor. And I only brought it up because I said, this man got a kid. And people was like, yeah, he mentioned it before. I said, well, maybe I don't look at people interviews and stuff like that. I don't read people interviews that I really don't give too deeply into like that. So maybe he did say it and I just wasn't listening, or I didn't pay attention, or I didn't care to hear it. I was like, a kid? Wait. They said the baby mama, she already remarried it down in Atlanta or something like that. I said, oh, okay. Paying the child support. Megan, I really hope you're not doing that. Oh my goodness. Have y'all watched Reasonable Doubt? I just watched the new episode that came on last week. I watched it today at work. And all I gotta say is, I'm even more confused a little bit. Because the way that they had that come on, and if you haven't seen it, you can click off right now. The way that the episode came on, and they had Chanel up in that bed, and she was having dreams and of how JT passed, right? And it made it seem like she just, when she was trying to get out, she told him, I'm finna leave. And he was like, you ain't going nowhere. And then, she took that award that he had and, basically knocked him in the back of the head and just started beating the shit out of him with it. I was like, damn, you really did kill him. That ain't no self-defense. But then throughout the show, the episode, they was going through the flashback of how they got together to when they start, the domestic abuse started happening. That reporter girl, I know she was trying to do her job or whatever, but she was playing games, and I cannot stand people like that. Because my thing is, you as a woman, you can't sympathize, and you don't know how the way abuse can go, especially by people who got powerful, who got status and power and money. I'm sitting there, why are you asking this lady these questions? Are you trying to ask the question that you probably think other people would ask too? And probably think you probably going a little bit too soft on her because you weren't asking her those questions or whatever. I don't know. But I was really pissed off. With her, okay, until Chanel broke that shit down and said, maybe that motherfucker was grooming me this whole time. Maybe he wasn't in love with me, okay? Maybe he was trying to isolate me, trying to get me to leave my job, because I didn't know the bitch used to work and had her own company. And then she get with him, and now she can't work, and she got to be a stay-at-home mama. And when she was like, who you texting? And he was like, look here, and it was a pair of titties on the screen. I said, God damn. He was like, and they in the right place instead of where yours used to be with your fat ass. I said, ain't shit fat about that bitch. What is going on? I need to understand what the definition of fat is for people, okay? Because the definition of fat is like this. Bitch, this is fat, okay? What is y'all definitions? Because I'm like, she's as thick as this. What are you talking about? I said, oh, you just want to hurt that lady. That is so messed up. Because she used to be a little chunky back in the day, I guess. And you going to play on her insecurity like that? Oh, after she just had your kid? Oh, what? And then it goes to the end where we see another flashback where it looks as if, because at first it was like maybe Adrian had something to do with it. And I never thought that he had anything to do with it. I didn't realize that they was fucking as long as they was fucking around. But okay. But when they show, I guess, what actually happened, and Jackson them said maybe she's taken up for somebody. And then she was getting choked out by JT, and all of a sudden somebody came through and knocked his ass out and hit him in the head with that thing, and that's what happened. And she was looking up and she was looking surprised like, baby, I think the oldest daughter did it. I think because them kids are not mad at her. The kids are not mad that daddy ain't here or anything like that. I think the oldest daughter did it. I don't know. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm not. I'm just saying, okay? But anyway. And oh girl, that was the reporter, Miss Lady. Miss Lady, she played the VP wife on The Oval, Tyler Perry's The Oval. You really let Morris Chestnut choke you out like that in that opening scene when we first saw Morris? That was who he was fucking. And that's why she was acting like that too. I said, you don't even know how to act right. That is a lethal weapon. You're going to have to keep that in your pants, sir. Because these women, they don't know how to act after they get a taste of it. I mean, just showing her full ass. What is going on? But anyway, Reasonable Doubt is getting good. It's really good. It's Reasonable Doubt at this point is better than fucking Power. I know y'all seen Power. Girl, my mom was trying to catch up on it. She was like, this shit is so boring right now. What is going on? I said, ma'am, just watch the last few episodes, okay? I don't know. This ain't the way, and I just have a feeling when Power goes off, we still gonna be left with some questions, or we gonna be highly disappointed. We're gonna be highly disappointed, and I just don't want the show to go out like that, because I feel like they was caught off guard and they did not realize that this was gonna be their last show, their last season. They probably thought they was gonna get one more season. I really did. I really think they thought they was gonna be able to end it on their own terms, and that just didn't happen. Wow. But anyway, Raising Kanan come back on next week, so I'm looking forward to that. That's my show. I got to see my baby mama rock, okay? But anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all get a special treat. And y'all know if anything else pop up, 9 out of 10, you're gonna get another one, okay? You're gonna get another what it is, all right? So it was just so much. You see, this is almost 2 hours, bitch, and I'm not finna edit. Y'all got the whole goddamn week to watch it, okay? But anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all week. Please, please, please try to be happy, okay? Try to smile, bitch. All right, please. Don't be arguing with nobody. Just block them hoes and just keep it moving, all right? Don't crash out. Don't crash out. I'll see y'all later. Peace.